Alrighty, everybody, welcome back once again to our channel. We're here with the Elite Raceway with our Tier 2 group for round 9 here in the iconic Albert Park circuit in Australia. So we're looking forward to this race. Full grid, 20 drivers ready to battle it out on the track. And if you're new to the stream, right now they're doing a 18-minute qualifying session to determine their starting position. After that, it is going to be a 50% race, 29 laps around the circuit for these drivers. So, looking forward to this race. First out, we have Guardian sitting out a lap. So we'll keep an eye on him. Just going to make sure the sound is good on the YouTube, and then we'll be set. Alrighty, and perfect. Looks like we're all set. So, yep, Guardians is on the last sector, going around the final two corners here. And is going to be the first car to set a time. And looks like that is going to be a 1:18.8. And we have a few drivers behind him setting up a lap as well. So we do have, I believe that's the Mercedes of Alex starting to put his lap. So last week, I believe Alex wasn't able to join, so we're happy to have him here today, back. And if I'm not mistaken, our last week's winner was Oh Mama, Oh Mama Wembanyama, aka Sean, for those who are on the Discord. And we do have Jake setting a 1:18.8 as well. Kovacs over, actually a 10th down. So a little bit of a track information on this track. So it is 5.278 kilometers. A mix of medium and high-speed corners. I really like this track because it has so many places where you can overtake. So there's 16 corners altogether, 4 DRS zones that, as you can see on the track map down there. Honestly, a really good track in my opinion. I'm pretty sure I told a few drivers that it's my favorite. So we have Alex around the final corner, and on the straight has a little bit of battery to use up, and is going to put a 1:17.0. Kyle putting in a 1:16.4. Oh, we do have a couple of drivers having a little bit of a spin right there. That is Hammer Time. So we do have a couple of new drivers. Hammer Time, and we have Verstappen, FCX Verstappen, and if I'm not mistaken, Willard as well. So those are our 3 new drivers for this week. Always nice to welcome them, and always wish them luck for a good race. And we also have a couple familiar faces, new to the league, but familiar outside. So Mahazne in P2 as well, putting in a 1:17.0. Not that far off from Kyle. Ooh, who I actually like his new name. Kyle got a 3 seconds penalty. I think he's going to have to put in a bigger number because I think highest I've seen him do is 22. And we do have last week's race winner on his outlap right now as well. About to set his time up. So while he starts it, we're going to go over a little bit of the track information. So right now he's approaching the fast right-left chicane after this DRS straight into turns 1 and 2, where you have to carry a bit of good momentum and precision. Does that really well. Doesn't want to cut that corner too early nor brake too late. Now to turn 3, a little bit of a heavy braking right-hander. Does that really well. Has to take this next corner quite straight. or sorry, quite tight, so that way he doesn't go too wide. And it looks like he's gonna put in quite a good time. Turn 6, a very tricky corner. Takes that well, and it's a very hard corner, I think, in my opinion, to nail consistently lap after lap. And he does have that DRS flap open for the third DRS straight. Goes on a gear, and nicely done. Now the fourth DRS activation. So like I said, he was our race winner last week. Had a really good show and kept it consistent. Didn't take any penalties last week, which I think was honestly what saved him really. Second to his pace, and he puts in a 1:16.9, only 5/10 away from his friend Kyle. And we do have a couple other drivers as well putting in their lap time, so high RPM in Sector 3. Reserving for today. Always nice to have him racing with us, as well as his brother Mahazna in P3 at the moment. And gets that flap open for the DRS, and looks like he is going to put in a 1:18.8. That puts him up to P8. And I believe DRS Maestro, our leader of the drivers constructors, is putting in a lap time, so we'll keep an eye on him. So talking about the standings, he is doing quite well. Let me just take a quick look at it. So regarding the standings, DRS is leading with a total of 271 points, and right behind him, 61 points behind, is Sean Frosty, aka Old Mama Wembanyama, with 210 points. So he does have a comfortable lead. However, there are still few races left and anything can happen. Hopefully not jinxing DRS, but I think he was blaming Don Valentin for jinxing him after he had, I think, 5 wins straight and hasn't won a race since, but but DRS has the pace, and a little bit squiggly right there. But it is going to finish off with a 1:16.9. And that is Mahazna also getting disqualified for blocking the pit lane. And that is tough luck for him. So he is going to start at the bottom in P20th. So that's going to move DRS up to P2. And who else we have? We have a couple of drivers who have yet to put in a lap time. So J-Dubs, unfortunately serving a qualifying ban, but is aiming for driver of the day, I'm hoping. But XM going up to P5 with a 1:17.6 right behind his teammate. So the 2 Mercedes right on top. And interesting enough, our constructors battle is quite the interesting battle. So Aston Martins include Vroom, who we're on right now, and Don Valentin, who's actually absent today. However, yeah, it looks like Vroom is going to have to hold the fort. So they are leading with 306 points, and only 1 point behind them are the Red Bulls. So both of them are here today, DRS Maestro and Marky Mark. So they have to put in quite a few points to kind of take advantage of Don Valentin's absence. And it looks like we have our weatherman on the live chat, Jake. Thank you very much. Looks like it's going to be a dry race, which I think a few drivers were kind of hoping for a little bit of rain. Although I'm getting a little bit of flashbacks from last season when the RS kind of rear-ended me in the rain in Australia. And I believe it was at turn 3. So I know for a fact he's listening and is probably like, gosh, don't remind me of that again. Okay, and a few drivers still on their lap. And ho, that is the Ferrari of, I think that is high RPM. Actually, no, that is Willard. Willard in P16. And I wonder if that invalidated or that impeded Cypex's lap. It looks like he's still going to go for it. And he is going to put in a 1:18.5, so he does improve, but not enough to climb up a position. And DRS Maestro also on another lap. Oh, Mama Shan going up to P2 now. And looks like DRS has put in a purple sector 2. Has a little bit of traffic up ahead, but looks like the McLaren is going to get out the way. I believe that's a driver on their lap as well in front of him. Oh no, looks like no, so they're going to get out the way. Nicely done. A little bit of a side-by-side racing there. And no, looks like DRS is going to go back into the pit, so his fuel was blinking, so I'm assuming he ran out, he wasn't going to have enough to go back afterwards. So we have it looks like everybody's just having a little bit of a taking their time on the sidelines. Okay, so our only driver who has yet to set a lap is Cowboys for Life, now starting his in Sector 1 right now at the moment. And there are yellow flags, but I believe that's in Sector 1. That might be the one of the Ferraris trying to get out the way of the other drivers. So Cowboys for Life using all that battery. It's going to have a little bit on the next straight into the cross finish line. Around the second to last corner. And oh! A little bit of a camera's curse right there. And unfortunately, he is missing the left end plate, so he is going to have to go back into the pits and try to go around again. There is less than 2.5 seconds left. Both the Frenchmen deciding to switch around their name. I am liking it. I can still call Kyle Kyle, but oh mama Wembanyama still Sean to me. So we'll keep an eye on the top 4. Top 4 are very close. All right, so Sean is going to be the first of the four to start his lap. Ooh, gets quite close to the wall and invalidates. So he is going to have, yeah, he has less than a minute. He's not going to be able to do another lap. We also have Oh Mama Sean and DRS Maestro also about to start theirs. And Alex already starting his. Such an easy track to make a mistake and to invalidate. So that's very unfortunate for Kyle. And Alex is down on his time. We'll take a look at DRS Maestro, who is finishing up Sector 1. Using just a little bit of battery. And looks like DRS has put in a purple Sector 2, up a tenth, almost 2/10 on his time. Looks like Alex isn't going to be able to, he does improve, but not enough to make any position changes. And Oh Mama Sean, the first to cross the line. Looks like that is not enough. And DRS Maestro is about to cross, and it is going to be a 116.4, up almost 5/10 on his time, and that puts him up to P2 right behind Kyle. It looks like Marky Mark crosses the line, same, not able to make any improvement on his time. Cowboys for Life, very unfortunate not being able to put in a lap. Alrighty, so to go over our final grid, so we have Kyle starting on pole position with a 116.4. Right behind him, DRS Maestro. Following him is Oh Mama Sean, Alex XM, Vroom, Jake, Cypex, Marky Mark, High RPM, Kovacs, Verstappen, Guardians, Polydrug, Hammer Time, Willard, Murdoch, J-Dubs, Cowboys for Life, and Mahazne. So that is going to be our starting grid. And for those who aren't aware, we do have a couple minutes break before they start the timer, just to make sure everybody gets their positions, get all their strategies, all their setups ready for the race. So I will give them the go in a few. But yeah, looks like it's going to be a dry race. I know for a fact Kyle is probably punching the sky, punching the air, saying, "Why no rain?" And I think he's hoping one day I'll just kind of customize the grid into forcing it rain. And looks like somebody did ready up, so stewards and admins will take a look at that afterwards. But they do have a formation lap, so it does give them a couple minutes to go around the track, make sure everything is in place. And so strategies. So we do have only two drivers using the hard compounds. That is Mama Sean and Alex. Everybody else actually on mediums. Nobody on the softs, which actually is not a bad idea. Definitely don't want to use the softs on this track. So all the drivers getting those tires warmed up. Alrighty, so they will start to be lining up right now. Alrighty, and I'm pretty sure a few of them on the grid are listening, so best of luck. Remember to keep it clean, keep it sensible, especially on that first lap. Definitely looking forward to this race. And so 1 lights, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, and 5 lights, and off they go. Looks like Kyle, DRS having a really good start right there. Taking the inside line, already getting ahead, and oh no, looks like Kyle was able to actually catch that back. Oh Mama looking for that inside line, and is he going to send it? No, looks like he's going to stay right behind DRS Maestro. A few changes happening in the back as well. Verstappen making an overtake on Vroom up to P7 now, and Sipex dropping down a few positions as well. Looks like we might have a little bit of movement in the back as well. Cowboys for life right on the side of the Guardians right there. Gets up to P14, gets that overtake done nice and easily. And very great start, honestly. Nicely done by these guys, honestly. So we have, let's see if anything drastic on the position changes. That is a yellow flags, and that is Polar Drew dropping 6 positions right there. Verstappen actually going up 5 positions, really nicely done. And Kovacs right on the back of Marky Mark. And is he going to be able to get that move done before the corner? No, looks like high RPM gets that overtake done on the outside. And we do have yellow flags. I believe that is in the back. Sipex, the McLaren, dropping to P20. So DRS is now enabled. All drivers are still within less than a second to each other. A little bit of a gap between Vroom and high RPM from P8 to P9. And up ahead, looks like DRS Maestro going for the overtake on Kyle. Gets ahead. Oh, a little bit too close there on the rear of TRS Maestro. Kyle having a little bit of a sniff, stays right behind. A little bit of contact, but looks like no harm was done. And Kovacs now up to P10, having gotten an overtake on high RPM, but looks like there is a little bit of a battle. And J-Dubs dropping down a few positions. Cypex picking up a 3-second penalty. Oh, a little bit of contact between the Racing Bull and the McLaren. Cowboys for Life getting ahead. So a lot of action happening at the same time. The two Haas as well. So a little bit of bumping between the two teammates. So nice and easy, boys, please. And Vroom does have them both in his sight. He is 3 seconds ahead of high RPM now. And up ahead, Kyle getting the overtake done on DRS Maestro on that straight is going to get that second DRS activated as well. And Sean now on the back of DRS, who also has Alex right behind him still as well. And quite a few cars still bundled up together. Kovacs looking to make the inside move, and that is Marky Mark going wide, and Cowboys for Life taking advantage of that. Up now to P11. Oh, a little bit of a wiggle right there for Kovacs, and Cowboys for Life trying to make that pass done. And oh, that is major contact between Marky Mark and Jay does, but doesn't look like oh, not exactly sure what happened to Mahasne right there. If he lost control of the car right there. It looks like Marky Mark actually made it out well. Cowboys for Life as well. No damage. I believe that's only damage to Mahasne's car. So he is missing his right end plate. Up ahead, DRS Maestro getting the overtake again on Kyle. It's a little bit of a switcheroo with these two. And Jake also getting the pass down on his teammate, Verstappen. I like the name. Vroom thought about going for that inside line. He's just going to sit back right behind them. Very close behind them, actually. And up ahead, DRS Maestro getting overtaken by Kyle, and that's Kyle on the grass. And no, that is a glitch on my screen. What the heck? I'm hoping he's not glitching for the rest of the drivers, but that was quite the view right there. So he was on the grass, and no, it looks like he's still right behind them. I'm sorry, right ahead of them. That did catch me by surprise, my goodness. And we also missed Alex moving up to P3, getting an overtake done on old Mama Sean. So top four are still very close to each other, all within a second behind each other. Both Haas still going back and forth on the overtakes, and looks like Jake is going to get the advantage ahead. Vroom now going for the attack on the outside. So Vroom getting behind the two Haas, now a Haas sandwich. And going a little bit wide, and Verstappen is going to try going around the outside, and a little bit of contact right there, but still no harm. And up ahead, Kyle battling it out with DRS Maestro. Alex right behind as well. So the two in front do have the medium tires. Alex and Omama Sean with the hard compounds. Looks like Kyle is going to get that overtake done on DRS Maestro. A really great race, great competitive racing by these guys. And we do have a couple movements happening in the back as well. Kovacs getting an overtake done on high RPM. Cowboys for Life right on the back of him. Gets the overtake done. And in the meantime, Guardian's picking up a 3-second penalty. And now Kyle also getting past DRS Maestro Alex right on the back of DRS. And looks like they're going to close them off for any move. A little bit of contact right there between DRS and Kyle. And looks like Sean is going to try going for the overtake. So Oh Mama Sean now up to P3. And that is yellow flags, and I believe that is Polar Drug in Sector 3. So 7 laps in, no safety car. And honestly, a lot of overtaking happening. And looks like Vroom making the move, and that is Polar Drug retiring on the in the pits. And oh, a little bit of an outbreak right there, and some action happening in the back as well. And that is a bit of bumping between the Ferrari and the Alpine. So it seems like there's a lot of close racing, so just have to give the space. And there is quite a gap between P4 and P5, almost over 6 seconds, 6.5 seconds almost to the rest. So still very close racing. I think that was DRS losing a little bit of control of the car. And Oh Mama Sean trying to go on the outside, but DRS still ahead. He is going to get the DRS on this next straight. And that is yellow flags. I believe that is Marky Mark. But is Oh Mama Sean able to get the overtake done? No, it looks like he's going to stay right behind DRS Maestro. And that is yellow flags. I believe that's Marky Mark. I wonder if he has any damage. It looks like he does, and that is both... Sorry, no, actually, no. Left end plate damage, so he's missing his left end plate. And Kyle now picking up a 3-second penalty, living up to the name. So if they stay as close as this, that is going to hurt him at the end, and that is Alex making the move on the inside. Getting that overtake done, nicely done, and oh, I think that was a little bit of contact right there, but Mahasne now as well picking up a 3-second penalty. And that is yellow flags, and I believe that is one of the Williams in Sector 1. So still a lot of close drivers here. Cypex now picking up a 3-second penalty. So quite the DRS train happening on each sector, each group. And oh, that is your favorite Jake losing control of the car and now dropping 2 positions. I almost called him Drake. Alright, anyways. I'm pretty sure J-Dog would like that one. And Kovacs as well joining the penalty club, picking up a 3-second penalty. And we do have high RPM on the left of Jake. Looks like he's going to get that overtake done. So now up to P9. And up ahead, Alex right on the back of DRS Maestro, who looks like he's going to pull the trigger and be the first one to pit. So considering he is on the medium tires, I'm not surprised he would pit before them. So just a question on what Kyle is going to do. And XM as well going into the pits. So just to go over the penalties. So we have Kyle, Kovacs, Mahazne, and Guardians with 3 seconds of penalties. Cypex and J-Dubs with 6. And looks like Alex is going to get that overtake down on Kyle. Now getting the benefit of the tires. Does have that second DRS to stay ahead, and is going to stay right behind. And old Mama Shan as well, right behind Kyle. Looks like Sean is looking to see when he can make the move on Kyle. So again, he is on the better tire strategy right now. He does have 11 lap old hard compounds, Kyle with mediums. And looks like the DRS has a little bit of traffic as well coming out of the pits. I believe he was able to make the move on Vroom, but he does have high RPM and Cowboys for Life ahead of him. And looks like he is going to try making the move on high RPM on the outside. Going to get that move done, and he is right behind Cowboys for Life, who I believe might actually have the DRS on the car being lapped right ahead of him. But quite close between Cowboys for Life and DRS Maestro. DRS trying to make the move on the outside, and looks like he's going to stay right behind. Is trying to get that overtake done as fast as he can, but... And looks like he is, because Cowboys for Life is going into the pits, so DRS is now free, has clean air right in front of him. And Cowboys for Life now picking up a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So with how close these drivers are to each other, some of these penalties are going to hurt them. So we do have our leading driver Alex still ahead, and Kyle right behind him. Does not have the DRS. So we're going to be curious to see where Kyle's going to come out when he actually pits. If he's going to come out behind or ahead of DRS Maestro. And if my math is correct, I believe he's going to come out before, right behind him. And we do have DRS in Sector 3. going around the final corner, and Kyle's coming out of the pits now. So I have a feeling it's going to be quite close between these two. And no, looks like Kyle's going to stay ahead and right on it. And Vroom now picking up a 10-second penalty. So Kyle came just on time out of the pits. And right behind DRS is Mahazne, who I believe started in P20, now up to P15. Still has yet to pit, but still a good climb by him. Does have the pressure of XM right behind him, who is on the 3-lap old tires. And that is yellow flags, and that's Oh Mama Sean having a little bit of a spin on that final corner. Now almost 10 seconds behind of Alex, so he lost a lot of time from that, and Cypex now also picking up a 3-second penalty. And we do have quite a few close battles as well, so Vroom right still on the back of high RPM. And we're also going to keep an eye on DRS Maestro, who's closing in a little bit on Sean right there. Kyle not picking up, sorry, not on Sean, on Kyle, but speaking of Kyle, another 3-second penalty. I think he's going to have to change the name to Kyle got 6 seconds. And Vroom still on the back of high RPM, closing in, does have the DRS now to get that overtake done. Gets that overtake done nice and easily. He is going to have the DRS for the next straight, and looks like DRS picking up the fastest lap at the moment with a 118.9. Oh Mama Sean now going into the pits. And he did end up having wing damage, so that's going to be an extra couple seconds of wasted there. So our only driver who has yet to pit is Alex, who's leading at the moment. And that is yellow flags, and that is Willard in P19. Closest battle we have is still between Vroom and High RPM. High RPM getting the DRS, and is he going to make the move? Looks like he is. Easy move on the straight with the DRS. So they're going to be switching back and forth, it looks like. So yeah, we do have 12 laps remaining, including this one. And yeah, we'll take a look at, actually we'll take a look at the position changes after Alex has pit. And that is yellow flags. I believe that is Murdoch. Actually no, looks like that was Hammer Time on the wall, but looks like he's gonna be back on the track. Is missing his right end plate, so that is going to hurt on this track. He does have looks like that is the car of That was XM getting past him. And oh, is that a yellow flags? Cowboys for life. Missing both his end plates. Not exactly sure what happened there. Dropping down positions to P11 now. He is going to have to pit, and I wonder if he's either going to brave it and take it to the end still, or retire. Still plenty of laps left. You never know, with, especially on this track, if safety car is going to come out. We have seen quite a few cars have a few spins. Never know if a wheel's going to pop out. But Alex has pit, and he is in P3 now at the moment. Kyle picking up another 3 seconds. So that's 9 seconds in total, and the RS Meister probably smiling and thinking, well, no, there's not really much need to push. So position changes. Our most highest positions moved up is Mahazna at the moment with the going up 9 positions. Oh, a little bit of a side-by-side battle right there. I got a little bit distracted between high RPM and Vroom. Great job by these two to give each other the space. High RPM now staying ahead. And Vroom is going to get the DRS. So nice battle back and forth between these two. So Cowboy is going to pit. And now Alex picking up actually that's his first penalty, if I'm not mistaken. That is it's his first penalty, so 3 seconds for Alex. So now DRS Master just has to focus on not getting any penalties and just stay consistent throughout the end of the race. 10 laps remaining, including this one, and Vroom, who also had that 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, getting ahead of high RPM right now at the moment. So you never know if they can appeal those penalties, so always important to still keep an eye on the battle. And again, another switcheroo between these two. So these are our closest battle right now. And Kyle picking up another 3 seconds, so that is a total of 12 seconds for Kyle, so he's definitely going to have to change that name. Marky Mark also picking up another 3 seconds. And is Vroom going to look for the inside line? No, looks like he's going to stay right behind. Smart move, because honestly, going for an overtake on that corner is quite the risky move. Can still get it done, but there are better overtaking places on this track. And that is yellow flags. I don't see from where. I believe that's sector 3. That might be the Ferrari. Yes, Ferrari Willard, who is going into the pit. And I wonder if he had any damage or... Oh, Mahasnan now picking up a 3-second penalty. And it looks like deltas are getting reduced. So we do have Verstappen right behind XM. Right behind the Haas is Omar Mashan right behind as well. And Kovacs as well, getting closer to Mahazne for P10. And top three also have a comfortable gap between, especially P3 and P4. So 20 seconds right ahead of his teammate XM. Higher PM picking up a 3-second penalty now. And XM actually benefiting from the lapped car of the Williams. Does get the DRS, so a little bit to stay ahead of the Haas right behind him. So he is going to get that flap open on the next upcoming straight, and is Verstappen going to be able to make the move? It looks like no, because XM is also going to have the DRS again from the Williams, and staying ahead right behind is the Williams going on the grass. I think he's trying to get out the way for them, but either that or he lost a little bit of control, but still keeps it on the track. And Vroom picking up a 3-second penalty now, and up ahead Alex getting past DRS Maestro, and XM having a little bit of a battle between Verstappen as well. And Sean just looking right behind, wondering when in the world is he going to get past these two. And it looks like he is going to try getting past at least one of them. Gets the DRS activated, and it looks like XM is going to be fighting that. So great battling between these three, and XM at least staying between the two drivers, only dropping one position. And Sean does have that battery on and is trying to see if he can make the move, and looks like he's not, and is going to stay right behind XM. Gets very close right there, but XM losing a little bit of the car there, and Sean trying to get the advantage of that. Nicely done. That was a great overtake by Sean right there. Oh, Mama Sean. So now he's up to P5, still on the 7-lap-old medium tires, the fresher ones out of the three. And I believe we do have room, and that is Kyle leaving the session. I believe he may have gotten disconnected, so I'll try sending him an invite soon. And the issue with EA recently is that apparently it doesn't show a lot of EA drivers online. So I have to go over my whole friends list. And looks like he's not showing. Let's see. So there's a little bit of communication on the Discord, so if I go quiet, it's because I'm trying to see if Kyle needs to get into the session again. But a few battles happening out as well. That is yellow flags, and that is, I believe, the in Sector 3. Alrighty, and while I was looking at Kyle on the Discord chat, oh Mama Shan now getting up to P4, getting past the Haas. And Kyle losing that position, saying he's not going to come back, and unfortunately, if that's the case, then points might not be included if you let your AI finish, depending on how much of the race you were able to complete. We'll take a look at that after, but do have a little bit of back and forth between Vroom and Jake. Jake losing now positions. Oh Mama Wembanyama getting a 3-second penalty. So we're gonna look over the penalties again. That is a few drivers with multiple penalties, and Sean having a little bit of a bumpy bump with a couple of drivers there. Not exactly sure what's happening. We'll stay on board with them. Quite a lot of close racing between these guys. And that was J-Dubs unfortunately retiring from the session. And oh Mama Sean trying to go on the inside. Goes up to P4 now, and I believe DRS Maestro now moving up to P2, having overtaken the AI of Kyle. And Sean moving all the way to the right to break that slipstream from Verstappen right behind them. And we do have room going for the overtake on high RPM, gets it done before the corner, up to P7 now. So it has been a really great race by these drivers. 3 retirements, and I believe all 3 of them were in the pits. So no insane retirements. And oh, we do have the Haas right on the back of the Kick Sauber here. And we are going to keep an eye on the delta between Alex and DRS Maestro. So once again, Alex has that 3-second penalty, so DRS just has to close it and try getting closer. So Alex does have the fresher tires between the two, 9-lap-old mediums. DRS Maestro with 16-lap-old hards. So he might have to push like his life depends on it, but it might be quite the difficult task with those compounds. Mahasne trying to look on the move. And looks like he's going to stay right behind Jake. Oh, XM getting a little bit too much curve right there on the inside. So 2 laps remaining, including this one. It looks like that's Vroom getting ahead of his teammate Mahasne up to P9 now. And DRS Maestro now losing quite a lot of time, and I'm not sure if he had a bit of a slip up there, but now dropping multiple seconds, over 5 seconds behind of Alex now. It was definitely a battle here from P4 to P6 between these 3 drivers. Oh Mama Shan does have that 3-second penalty. is trying to make the move. Oh, quite close racing right there. Goodness. XM staying right behind, giving up that corner. And in the back, we also have a high RPM trying to get that move done on Jake as well. So multiple drivers with those penalties. So we're going to look at that while the leader of the pack gets across that line for the end of the last lap. And whoa, a lot of close driving right here. So we have Vroom trying to get that pass done on high RPM, staying right behind. He does have that DRS, but so does high RPM. And Vroom, is he going to go for the overtake here into turn 3? Gets the pass, gets ahead of high RPM and gets the move done. And XM now picking up a 3-second penalty, so he is most likely going to end up right behind Oh Mama Sean there. Sean trying to get that overtake done on Verstappen, gets the pass done. He does have that 3-second penalty, so the Haas is going to benefit at the end. Alex now crossing the line, getting the win. DRS Maestro in P2. Oh, a little bit bumping between these two drivers, but still staying the same. And Verstappen is going to benefit from the penalty of Oh Mama Sean, now up to P4. Kyle's AI finishing P3, and Vroom unfortunately serving his 10-second penalty, dropping down to P10. And just to look for any changes behind, I believe Cypex is going to lose out. Actually, no, he's way ahead. Never mind. Yeah, quite a lot of position changes happening because of those penalties, but yeah, that just shows how important consistency and precision is. But honestly, fantastic race by these guys. No safety car, surprisingly. Not saying that these are bad drivers, just we've seen it in Tier 1. We had one safety car in Tier 1. Anything could happen on this track. Mahasna picking up the driver of the day for Tier 2 today on his first race with them. And to go over our final grid. So we have Alex Karugot getting the win today, and also picking up the fastest lap at 118.6. Right behind him is DRS Maestro in P2. In P3 is Kyle, got 3 seconds. Apparently he has to change that to 12 seconds and add back his his Kyle disconnected name again. And right behind him is Verstappen on his first race with us today. Big congratulations for picking up top 5. Followed in P5 is Oh Mama Sean, P6 XM, P7 Jake. Right behind him, High RPM, Mahasne, Vroom, Kovacs, Cypex, Cowboys for Life, Marky Mark, Guardians, Hammer Time, Murdoch, and our 3 only DNFs of the session, J-Dubs, Willert, and Polar Droog. So, yeah, big congratulations to that. And, yeah, it was a great race, and we're looking forward to seeing next week. I believe it's in Mexico, La Ciudad de Mexico. I am looking forward to that. And, yeah, everybody, thank you for watching. Don't forget to give a like and subscribe to the channel. And within an hour, we do have our no assist division, Top Dogs, racing without any assists on this track, on this Australian track. So, yeah, stay tuned, and we'll catch you guys later. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe. That way, even if you do forget that I said to come back, you'll get the notification when we're live. But, yep, everybody, thank you, and we'll catch you later.